Good morning. Kentrell LeGrew, Flawless Mentality, Dr. Mark, what's going on? Mark is the villain. Gabe Toss on the money line. All the good people out here. As soon as a bunch of good people, as soon as I hit the deck. What's up, man? I hope y'all enjoyed your weekend. I took the weekend off from doing live streams to rest my brain. Also, not to repeat the same thing that I've been saying to you every day for the last month or so, which is I don't believe these damn numbers. These boys is lying. Gervonta Davis was proven right about Floyd Mayweather. Yes, he was. As Floyd Mayweather loses another prodigy, and as Floyd Mayweather proves to be one of the biggest sellouts in black sports history, and what a disappointment Floyd Mayweather has become. I mean, wow. Boy, you are selling out at a level that I never thought a black man would ever want to sell out. Terrence, I mean, no joke, man. I think Floyd Mayweather Jr. is trying to set a world record in selling out. Truly, truly disappointed in Floyd Mayweather Jr. Truly disappointed. A guy that I was a big supporter of in the early 2000s. And, man, 20 years later, bro, it's like I regret ever supporting the guy. Because, man, oh, shit. I ain't got no goddamn volume. Hold on, man. I know I ain't talking good. Hold on 1 second, man. I ain't talking good because I don't have my mic on. I'm going on the wrong mic. Man, don't do me like that. All right, so let me change. Give me 1 second. Go to settings. No. Hold on a sec. Hold on 1 second, man. Where do I? Okay, cool. All right, I'm good. Yeah, man. Tank told the truth is what happened. Yeah. Told the truth, but also he also found, I know he said, hey, Smoothie. Hi, Smoothie. I mean, man, look, bro. I don't know why you guys want to wake up in the morning. I haven't talked to anybody in 2 days, and the first thing you want to do is come and insult me. Thrill to Life 2. What's up, man? How you feeling, bro? You can get on out of here, bro. If the first thing you want to say to me is an insult, you can get out, bro. That's the last word you're going to say to me. What's going on, man? Blessings. What's going on, all things? How you feeling this morning, man? Now, for real, man, I want to talk about Floyd Mayweather, man, because what a disappointment, bro. What an absolute disappointment, dog. Absolute disappointment that man has become. Just like he's a top-ranked fighter, bro. Like it really sunk into me. I was like, we always talk about like how these top-ranked fighters stick together and how a lot of these top-ranked, especially the black top-ranked fighters, been on some bullshit. And then like Terrence Crawford, full of bullshit. Shakur Stevenson, full of some bullshit. It's like the black top-ranked fighter, Keyshawn Davis, full of a lot of bullshit. And then I thought to myself, damn, Floyd is a top-ranked fighter, bro. What fight? He lost Keyshawn Davis. He lost Carmel Moten. He lost Carmel Moten fucking around with Gervonta, bro. There was no reason for him to lose Gervonta. Today I'm actually going to put goals for fundraising in the chat. I got to do it. I hate that I got to do it, but I got to do it today. Encourage somebody to support the channel. I don't know. I did not know he lost Carmel. Carmel Moten is with Manny Pacquiao Promotions now. Manny Pacquiao signed him. Manny Pacquiao took his fighter. If that is not insult into industry, bro, industry. If that's not insult to injury, not only did you lose Carmel, you lost Carmel to Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's doing better business with the PBC now than Floyd Mayweather Jr. is. What a disappointment, man. What a disappointment, bro. Floyd trying to play both sides of the fence, man. And to get in bed with the people that he's in bed with, just an all around He saw Pac-Man's son fighting Curb. Will, yeah. I mean, I don't think he's not fighting Curb. He's not fighting Carmel. No, Pac-Man's son is on the same. He's just on the same card. I don't think he's actually fighting Carmel. I think folks starting to see Floyd for what he is. He always diss on Ali. That's why I can't stand his house. I mean, first of all, he's a little prick. The way that he talks about Ali just shows you he's jealous. I mean, he's tremendously jealous of Muhammad Ali. And that shows you he's a jealous, petty person. You have guys like Mike Tyson, held Ali in great esteem. Everybody pretty much in Mayweather's age group, everybody in his age group knows that the top guy was Ali. So for all Floyd Mayweather's been is a little jealous. He's just a little jealous dude. And you know, the thing is, I find funny, bro. Hey, thank you, Healthy Wealthy, man. Towards the pot, salutes. Thank you, man, for keeping some color in the chat, bro. For real. Thank you, man. I don't have sponsors. You know what I mean? I hate to have to ask, but I don't have sponsors. So since I don't have sponsors, it's got to all be on the chat. And I thank y'all for even considering it. Said, I guess Pac won the rematch to speak. I mean, really, Manny Pacquiao stands in has a lot more respect from people than Floyd Mayweather has. Floyd, I don't think Floyd underestimates exactly how bad his allegiance with Israel is. You are just bootlicking your ass off, Floyd. Bootlicking his ass off. Floyd basically wanted to fight. Roy Jones basically wanted to fight Floyd because of his Ali slander, OG. I mean, well, he should, because Floyd's so disrespectful, man. Floyd's not on Ali's level, not in any way, shape, form, or fashion is that little nigga on Ali's level. And here's the thing. I listened to this Drake song, and they were like, how you big stepping with size 7, with men's size 7s on? Like, that's the shit that really hit me, man. Drake, in a song that I was listening to, said, how you big stepping with size 7 men's on? And I knew he was talking about Kendrick Lamar, but as soon as I heard that, I thought about Floyd Mayweather. Bro, you're like 5'6", dog. You come up to me about right there, bro. You a little ass dude, man, that wear about a size 7 shoe, dog. Sit your little ass down, bro. You're not gonna be the king of boxing. You're too little, bro. Like, seriously, man, you're too little. And I don't care about none of y'all. Y'all can talk about all these weight classes you moving up. Half of y'all are juicing to do that shit. If Floyd would have been more active in Tank and Moten's fighting career than making everything about him and also paying his fighter what they deserve. I mean, you know, look, Floyd is just an extra. At this point in time, Floyd is just an extra mouth to feed. He's just an extra mouth to feed. Jeep Red Boy, thank you, bro. I appreciate that color, man. Thank you, man. Really appreciate. You've always been such a big supporter last year, man. Thank you. Morning for Cheryl Austin said, morning for Fanon in chat. I'm so glad Carmel is not with Floyd because he is a jealous, controlling person and would have caused Carmel problems. Hey, look, man, I'm looking to see what Carmel's going to do. You know, Carmel can fight, bro. Carmel can fight, man. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what Carmel will do. I want to see, you know, they got a whole group of little kids. I'm going to call them little kids because that's what they seem like to me, little kids. 19 years old, 20 years old, somewhere around there. Zaquan Moses, if Zaquan Moses learns to act like he got some sense and stop playing with people, Zaquan Moses should do really well too, as long as he acts like he got sense and stops playing around with people. You know, that shit ain't funny, bro. Don't play around with people, man. You know, I used to do that to girls. I used to stand up girls all the time. Had dates, had a place to go, and I just be in the evening. I don't feel like going. Wouldn't even call them. Just no showing them. That's disrespectful, bro. And eventually it catches up to you in life. You know? Big Coop said Carmel's not with Floyd anymore. Good. He's getting shelved. Yeah. I mean, honestly, man, Floyd got him shelved once he stopped working with Gervonta. Because didn't Gervonta say he didn't want him on the card? Floyd is the true definition of a narcissist. Yeah, he's a little fucking ungrateful little midget, man. And I mean to call you a little midget, Floyd, but god dang, man. God dog, man. I'm so disappointed in his political views, bro. You lie about people? Okay, that's fine. Who am I lying about? Bonnie Snyder's. Who am I lying about? If you can enlighten me as to who I lied about,
I would appreciate that. I don't remember lying on anybody. If you can enlighten me, sure, let me know. What lie did I tell about Bud? What lie did I tell about Bud? Let me know so I can correct the record. What lie did I tell about Bud? You let me know what I lied about, and I will correct the record. I'll be waiting on you to let me know what I lied about. I'm not going to hold my breath because what did I lie about PEDs? I didn't say he was on PEDs. I said he looks like I said he looks like he's on PEDs. That ain't no lie. Hey, can you guys put a 1 in the chat if you think Terrence Crawford looked like he might be using PEDs? Would you mind? Put a 1 in the chat if you think he could have. That's an honesty. I'm being honest. He looks like he's juicing. That's my honest opinion. That's not a lie. That's my opinion. He looks like he's juiced. Yes, he does. He looks like that to me. That's 100% the truth. That he looks like he's juiced. He looked like he juiced. That's the truth. That's what I honestly believe. Now, do you have any other lie? You have an actual lie? I mean, do you have an extra lie that I actually told? Like where I said something was a fact and it wasn't? Hell no, you hating? Dog, I didn't say am I hating, bro. I'm going to get you out of here, bro. You can get out. Okay? Why did you insult him that wanna sue you? Why did you insult him that made wanna sue you? He didn't want to sue me. His lawyer ran like a bitch. His lawyer ran off like a bitch is what happened. He might have wanted this. He didn't want to sue me. He wanted to get his lawyer embarrassed because that's what happened. I embarrassed his lawyer. That was very, very easy. Terrence Crawford's lawyers were very, very easy work. Very easy work. Yeah, you're out of here because you don't know what a lie is. So come on back again. I tried to work with you. You still don't have a lie that I told. You just have something you don't agree with. That's not a lie, you illiterate fuck. How about you go pick up a dictionary and look up what a lie is? Look up what a lie is. A lie is when you say something that is not true. If I say he looks like he's on steroids, to me, is I'm telling you what I think. And I can guarantee you that is what I think. That is not a lie. Now, you guys are ignorant and like to say that anything you don't agree with is a lie. Just because you don't agree with it doesn't make it a lie, you illiterate idiot. Okay? Get the fuck beyond the 3rd grade fucking reading level. Okay? Lie and opinion are 2 different things. I can tell you the truth about my opinion. You can disagree or not. That's not a lie. If I say grapes are the best fruit, that's not a lie. That's my opinion. Grapes are the best fruit. Oh, you a lie. Apples are better than grapes. No, stupid. Grapes are better than me. Apples are better than you, stupid. Okay? So we can start this by you all learning to use the English language the way it should be used. Lie is not what you're accusing me of. You just don't agree with me. Dummy. For now, don't only us, dog. They're not getting me off my platform, bro. Sit down and watch, bro. Sit down and watch. Larry Nelson, sit down and watch. Sit down and watch. Learn from the master. I can talk bad as shit about these trolls, and they're not going to do anything. They're not taking me off of anything. You giving me advice is going to take me off. When you jump on somebody's live stream and you start giving them advice about what they should do on their show, that's going to get you kicked off. I'm here every day. Oh, no, Sabril Matias is trash. Sabril Matias is trash. You know who Sabril Matias is? Sabril Matias is a poor man's Jared Hurd. 2 dudes that play defense with their face. Man, Sabril Matias is trash. Plays defense with his face just like Jared Hurd played defense with his face. Stop letting them punch you in the head, Sabril. Stop letting them get clean hooks, okay? Change your guard. Oh, yeah, block punches with their mugs, man. Like, man, hey, to the beautiful Barbara D. Good morning to the beautiful Barbara D. No. So anyway, to you guys who want to give me advice, dog, you're just a different version of a troll, okay? You're just a different version of a troll. You guys, you're trying to good cop, bad cop troll me, okay? One guy's an asshole, and the other guy comes by and says, oh, don't pay attention to him. Keep your mind on what's more important for you. Bro, I know the good cop, bad cop act, okay? I'm going to treat the shithead bad. The guy that is being insulting straight up, I'm going to treat you bad. And if your ass comes over here trying to soft pedal me, I'm going to treat you just as bad as the guy that's trying to be the bad cop. All right? I don't give a shit about your good cop, bad cop. Good cop, bad cop. Of course you will never see David. Come on, man. Ask me a real question, bro. Ask me a real question if you would not mind, bro. Matthias box with his chin. Thinks he exactly, bro. Exactly. Anyway, so I already knew. Going into the fight, I knew that Matthias was going to lose. I mean, I didn't want to predict that he was going to lose because I just didn't want to do that. But I knew that Sabril Matthias was going to lose that fight. As soon I got up because I wasn't buying the pay-per-view. So as soon as I went in there, I was like, all right, man, he's going to get knocked out because he's tailor-made for a British fighter. All they got to do is sit back, jab, and hook him, and they're gonna beat him. You saw how easily he lost to Liam Perro. So, like, man, I was like, nah. I don't think that had anything to do with it. Sabril Matthias' first match after testing positive for a banned substance and lost. I don't think it had anything to do with it. I think his ass getting punched in the head had a lot to do with it. I don't believe it, you know? Larry Nelson has said, is Spence ever coming back or is he done? He's coming back. He's coming back. Good morning, Martin. Just tuned in. Did you hear Oscar saying he wants 60-40 for Booth's fight and he's not moving from that price? Yeah, I did. And he's because they don't want the fight. They don't want the fight. Hey, man, if somebody can put some color in the chat on this fine Monday morning, it would be greatly appreciated. We trying to raise funds today. Tomorrow, I ain't going to ask for shit. Today, we trying to raise some funds. Yeah. How good is Benavidez? Benavidez is top 5 pound-for-pound fighters, man. David Benavidez is the shit. Terrific fighter, man. Terrific fighter. David Benavidez is everything that Sabril Matthias wants to be. Let's put it that way. David Benavidez is what Sabril Matthias wants to be. He's you can touch up David Benavidez, but David Benavidez is really putting some shit on you, bro. His level of aggression is just through the roof. Hey, that Citron fight was good. Good fight. Oh, I didn't see it. That's why Richardson should fight Matthias and get his belt, in my opinion. Should have fought. I mean, look, man, I don't really care what Richardson Hitchens does. Richardson Hitchens needs to fight Gary Antoine Russell and stop talking about everybody else. He got a unification fight right there with Gary Antoine Russell, and he wants Gary Antoine Russell to get his weight up. So I'm not trying to hear that shit that Richardson Hitchens is talking about. Richardson Hitchens got to talking about Devin Haney. Devin's in 147. Gary Antoine Russell is right there for Richardson Hitchens. Richardson Hitchens need to fight him. But he don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to do that. You know what I mean? He don't want to do that. Hey, man, thank you, bro. Hey, Anton, man, thank you, bro. Long time no see, OG. Much love from Philly. Thank you, bro. With the $10 holler, brother. Thank you so much. It means a lot, man. Thank you, dog. Thank you. We're going to have a good year of boxing, man. I am so revitalized, man. Can I tell y'all something? I am really revitalized. I feel so much fucking better about the sport of boxing right now. Now that I know that you guys is running out of some money, man. Hey, thank you. Say some color to make the chat look pretty. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate you, Barbara D. I promise you, I will never, you know you, my girl. It's crazy you never hear no fighters screaming they want either Russell brothers. Of course they don't. They don't want shit to do with the Russells. They want to act like Gary Antoine Russell doesn't exist, and they're going to have their own little call-out crew. Devin's going to call out. Devin and Richardson Hitchens went through some bullshit together just last night, where Devin Haney is putting all that man's business out and lying on the man and putting all kind of business out on the street. Devin Haney's a bitch. Can I let me tell you something, man? Devin Haney's a bitch. And let me tell you why I say that. Bro, he had this conversation yesterday that he had with Richardson Hitchens, where he said, you turned down 1.5 million. You turned down 1.5 million and stopped accepting offers at 2 million, and then turned around and fought what's my man's name? Jermaine Ortiz for 700,000. Let's stop right there. Devin, why don't you shut the fuck up and call a guy on the phone? Why are you putting all that shit in a text about how much money he's making and what his offer was? Bro, you're at 147. You're not trying to fight Richardson Hitchens, but yet you're trying to claim he's ducking Keyshawn Davis. So you try to put him off of your case by saying he wanted and then something Richardson Hitchens said, that he wanted between 2.5 and 3 million for Keyshawn Davis. Why? Why in the world would Richardson Hitchens think he should get $3 million for a fight with Keyshawn Davis? Who the fuck is Keyshawn Davis versus Jermaine Ortiz? Like, seriously, what's the difference? Neither one of those dudes have ever drawn flies to a garbage can. Bro, I'm done with you, bro. I already answered your question, bro. Goodbye. All right? Stop that shit, okay? Like I said, stop good cop, bad copping me, dog. Don't ask me any more dumb shit, okay? I don't want to ask dumb questions. Do I look like Errol Spence Jr.'s daddy to you? Is it all you want to do is get me on some stupid ass conversation, bro? Beat it, man. I know who's in my live stream and I know who they're not, and I know these stupid ass questions. Okay? If you got something to talk, you want to ask me a question about something in the title. And I don't mean that in any disrespect, bro. But I've been doing live streams for a very long time, dog. Don't try to do that shit to me, man. Devin always talking about how much money others make, bro. That's some bitchshit. That's some bitch shit. That is the worst. Seriously, man. Oh, he's up there talking like a girl to this dude. I believe you far as Devin. He is. I mean, dude, think about this, bro. Bro, I'm not answering any of your questions. I'm just throwing you out, okay? Read a newspaper, bro. Read a newspaper. If you want to ask me something in the title, I got to put you out, bro, because I don't need you here. In net profit, they get paid net profit. You see what I mean? That's some whole shit. Why are you telling everybody else what this man was offered for a fight that he has, Devin? Why are you telling people how much money he's making against Richardson Hitchens? Against Jermaine Ortiz. And he said, where did you get that bullshit number from? Devin, why are you such a bitch? Seriously, bro. You talk about other people, grown men looking at other people's money, but you in everybody's pocket, bro. You're in everybody's pocket telling other people what they're making, trying to make them look like a duck. I'm telling you, I don't fuck with that shit. That's bitch shit. It's double shit. It's bitch shit. Because it says bitch shit, and there's some shit that's bitch shit. That's some bitchshit. Trying to make this man look bad by spreading business that you got rumors about his money. Just like a little girly. What up, Alden Johnson? Salute to Fanon in the chat this morning. Yes, sir. If you guys have any questions to ask legitimate questions, bro. Is Gervonta Davis ever going to make it back? Why don't you just wait and see, bro? I don't know whether or not any of these fighters are going to fight again until they announce their fight. You hear what I'm saying? I don't know what these dudes are going to do. Why are you asking me? Trying to find a way to get the conversation on to Gervonta so you can hate on Gervonta. Gervonta Davis is proven right about Floyd Mayweather. And what is that? That Floyd Mayweather Jr. is a sellout, B-I-T-C-H. Sellout, B-I-T-C-H. That's what I want to talk about related to Gervonta. I want to talk about Floyd Mayweather Jr., how Gervonta was right about Floyd being a B-I-T-C-H. I listened to that speech he gave in front of AIPAC. I see the hat that this dude is wearing with a bunch of six-pointed stars on his hat. Like, bro, what kind of sellout are you, homie? Like, what kind of shit are you on, man? Like, you know people are fighting against these people for their lives. They're not being attacked. They're attacking. And you want to be the voice of them? Dog, you are out of there, dog. You are out. Floyd is out of there. Floyd is out of there. That is so opposite of Muhammad Ali, bro, that he's a bitch. Like, you're going to try because you can't get your worldwide credibility, bro. You are not a worldwide dude, bro. Floyd goes over there to UK, stand next to Anthony Joshua, and Anthony Joshua's treated like he's the star, and nobody wants to take pictures with Floyd. If that was Mike Tyson, that whole place would have been filled with people around Mike Tyson, taking pictures of Mike Tyson. Floyd, you're not even Mike Tyson, let alone the disrespect that you pay to Ali. And you're a petty, jealous little dude. And that's why you're in the situation that you're in. Because you always think you're smart. And you started hanging out with those people. And those people got over on you because they are stone cold racist and you're black, bro. You think, I'm telling you, man, that hat is crazy as hell. That shit is crazy. Look what he's wearing. I'll show you. This is crazy, bro. Look at that hat. Look at that hat this clown is wearing. Look at that hat that clown is wearing. I can't do anything but call him a clown. This dude is walking around with this shit, knowing the amount of misery these people are bringing to other people. But you want to be the black face of the slave master. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit Floyd is. That's all I can say about Floyd. Floyd is a piece of shit. Dog, how are you going to wear that, bro? That's like somebody wearing a bunch of swastikas. What if somebody put a bunch of swastikas across their hat? You're going to put a swastika across your hat like that? That's what that shit means to so many people, Floyd. Dog, serious. He's gone, bro. You're gone, bro. He's gone. Floyd is gone. Floyd is completely sold out, bro. There is no coming back for Floyd. No coming back for Floyd. Floyd is the exact opposite of what we're trying to get done in the United States, bro. What a fucking sellout, bro. What a fucking sellout, bro. What a sellout. That's all I can talk. Floyd has disappointed me beyond any other boxer, bro. Yeah, sure he has, bro. Sure he has. Sure he's done more people for me. He ain't done name somebody he did something for. Fuck out of here. You're out of your mind. You're out of your fucking mind and you can get out of here. You have no idea what I've done in my lifetime for people. I know that I've not backed them. You have no idea what I've done. And he's done more than you could do in 4 or 5 lifetimes. What the fuck have I done for people, you moron? Tell me what I've done for people. Tell me what I've done for people. I've never empowered a bunch of genocidal maniacs. Have I? Last time I checked, this means genocide, bro. That shit represents genocide. Right there. That represents genocide. Genocide. He's genocide of the Palestinians. Genocide of the Palestinians. Genocide of the Palestinians. There's a fucking genocide going on. And he's wearing that hat. Fuck are you talking about? There's a genocide going on, man. They carried off a genocide in Palestine. And he's wearing a hat. He's terrible, bro. That's done. Fuck out of here, man. You know what that shit means. Oh, really? Oh, that's a Star of David. The establishment isn't the same thing. Oh, it's not. It's not. You sure it's not? Okay. You sure it's not? Okay. That's not the same thing. Okay. Really? It's not the same thing, huh? You fucking buffoon. What's this then? This dude is a bootlicking clown. Oh, that's nothing, right? What about this one? What about this one? Dog, you better stop that shit before I fucking fly you, because I don't need to do that shit, bro. I don't need to show you that hat. I'll show you this. Make an excuse for this. What's this? Where he's giving a speech with the Republican Jewish Coalition. He's giving a speech to the Republican Jewish Coalition. The Republican Jewish Coalition. I was your voice when you needed a voice. I will always be your voice. A voice for Republican. You better get the fuck out of here. This is the biggest sellout in the United States of America. Easy. That guy is the biggest sellout that's the biggest sellout in American sports history. Easy. That is the biggest sellout in American sports history. Dude, there's Colin Kaepernick. There's Muhammad Ali. Then there's this fucking buffoon. What? Bro, you don't have to tell me shit. Beat it, bro. Beat it. I know what the fucking symbol is. I'm talking about the symbol and why Floyd is wearing it. Floyd is not Jewish. Floyd is not Israeli. What the fuck is he wearing it for? He's not Jewish. He's not Jewish. He's not Israeli. Why the fuck is he even talking about it? You sellout goofball. You're a sellout goofball is what you are. He's a sellout goofball who basically spent up all his money thinking he's smart. And he got in bed with these clowns. And now if he doesn't kiss their ass, he loses everything. Because there's nowhere else for him to go. He has to go to them because he sold out everybody else. That's a sellout, bro. You don't see Denzel Washington doing that. You don't see LeBron James don't do that. Man, come on, man. You got dudes wearing Black Lives Matter. This dude is talking about all lives matter. And then repping the Republican Jewish Coalition, and then get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody Floyd ain't no leader. No, I can tell you what happened with Floyd. Floyd sold out. He had a group of people that backed him. This dude's ego, he never cared. He always wants to be the richest, most important person in the room. So in the group that brought his ass up, he will never be the most important person in the room. So he sold out to think he could go higher than everybody in Black America. Black America supported him, but he would never be the biggest in Black America, so he went over there to see if he could hit a lick. What up, Rick? Floyd Mayweather Jr. is the biggest sellout I've ever seen in my life. Such a disappointment, bro. Such a disappointment, bro. Like Jalil Hackett, Gervonta, and Carmel left Mayweather Promotions. They're done. Mayweather Promotions is done, bro. Mayweather Promotions is done, and it should have never been done. It should have never been done, bro. And I'm blaming this dude for all the holdups with the PBC. There are almost no chance Floyd's not involved with that shit, in my opinion. XPP Watch said, you're 100% speaking facts, my brother. When the mind is blind, the eyes can't see. I'm telling you, man, Floyd is just a sellout, bro. Floyd is just a sellout, dog. Floyd wants to be the most important man in the world, bro, and he's going to go with any sneaky-ass group of people, and them niggas is all fucking con men. All of them, a bunch of con men, bro. Fanon has the mark and his beast on the head. I'm just telling you, that's how people are going to take that shit. Israelis, an Israeli person is wearing an Israeli flag, a Star of David. I understand that, bro, because you're Jewish. Because you're Jewish. I get that. I get it. You're Jewish. Star of David. You're Jewish, Star of David. You're not Jewish, Floyd. So what are you rocking the Star of David for? You're not Jewish. You're not Jewish. You're just rubbing it in people's faces. Fuck y'all and all this other shit. I'm going to be the good nigga. I'm going to say all the good stuff that they want me to say, and I'm always going to get support because I'm going to be the biggest bootlicking, buck dancing clown that I can possibly be. Yeah, I had to go in on Floyd, man. Who is he selling out? He don't have anyone to sell out. I never thought Floyd had enough public support to have anyone to sell out. Oh, no. Yes, he does, because they just need a black face. They need a black face. That's all they need. Because they're not talking to white people. They're not talking to black people. They're putting a black face on this stuff so that he can represent black people. And he's the voice of black. How many times do any of these sellouts represent the interests of black people? Was it in anybody's? Whose interest was it for anybody to sell out? It never is. That's why you call it a sellout. That's definitely part of the mark of the beast. That stuff he sold is sold to them people. Look, bro, these people can't even afford your soul. All they are is con men. They can't even afford to pay them. I'm telling you, that's why they're always doing off credit and loans. They ain't got all the money that you think they have, bro. Let me tell you something about those guys, man. And I don't have any prejudice against them. I really don't. As general people walking around, I don't have anything against those people. I really do not. The entity, that country over there, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I think I'm perfectly fine, bro. People will tell me if I'm getting clogged. No, Floyd, let me tell you why Ali got 5 losses and still Floyd can't touch him. Because guess what? He lost. Let me give you 3 of the losses. 3 of his 5 losses were with Parkinson's. Muhammad Ali legitimately has 2 losses on his resume. 2. One to Ken Norton and 1 to Joe Frazier. I don't count anything when the man had Parkinson's. Floyd is a bitch. That's why he said something about Leon Spinks. Floyd's just a bitch and wants to say something to make him bigger than Ali, and he's never going to be that. Sorry, Floyd, you wear size 7 men's shoes. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like, no joke, bro. If you are not a trained boxer, I'd beat the shit out you. But you're a trained boxer, so you can win the fight. If you weren't a trained bait, I would mop the floor with your little ass. But you're a trained boxer. Ali will mop the floor with your bitch ass. Matter of fact, let me name all the fighters, Floyd, that will wipe the floor with your little ass. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. Muhammad Ali can stand up and look any man in the face that has ever been in the ring and say, I can whoop you. Any man that has ever been in the ring, name it. Name the fighter. And Ali could say, I can whoop you. That's what he can do. Floyd, you couldn't say that, never. In your life, could you beat every single boxer that was fighting? Never, Floyd. Never. Because you're 5'6" little ass nigga, okay? You will never in your life be able to say that you're the baddest man on the planet. Only thing you can point to is that you got an undefeated record. Meanwhile, you got Daniel Dubois that will look at your ass and say, man, I will mop the floor with you. You got David Benavidez looking at your little ass like, man, I will mop the floor with you. Why? Because you're too little. You just too little. That is your problem, nigga, not everybody else's. You too little to be the greatest of all time. You're too little. You're just too little. I don't care about your pull counters. You pull countering against little niggas. I don't care about your combinations and your tactics. You're playing those against guys that are little dudes. You're not the big, you're not the baddest nigga ever, bro. You're not even close. You're too little. Way too little. Sorry, nobody's ever gonna buy it, bro. If you look at Anthony Joshua, you'd be like, damn, I don't want to fight him. I looked at Lennox Lewis. Same day I looked at Muhammad Ali, and same day I looked Floyd Mayweather in the face is the same day I looked Lennox Lewis in the face and I shook Lennox Lewis's hand. Bro, there is no doubt in my mind that I would much rather fight Floyd Mayweather than Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis will mop the floor with you. So stop talking like you're the baddest man ever. You're not the baddest man ever. You may be the best little man ever. You may be like the Muggsy Bogues. You know what I'm talking about? Like people like, damn, my Muggsy Bogues was cold for 5'3". That's what they think of you. Damn, you cold for 5'7". Damn, 5'7". You put an ass whooping on a lot of 6'2" guys because you can really throw. But you ain't doing shit with no big dude that can fight. Nothing. So sorry, it just doesn't work. The greatest of all time is going to be a man over 6 feet tall. Okay? He's going to have size and he's going to be able to beat anybody that gets in the ring with him. Anybody. Not just somebody in your same weight class. Not just somebody that can weigh between 140 and 147. I'm the greatest man ever in this 7-pound. No. Ali is the greatest from nothing all the way up to as big as you want to get. That's what I'm saying. You never, dude, Rick, there was never no worries. Let me tell you something. Floyd ain't never seen no George Foreman. Like, even though we whooped George Foreman's ass, and we whooped George Foreman's ass. We beat him up, dropped him. I'm not even going to put a we on this. We whooped George Foreman's ass. See how big George Foreman was? How strong George Foreman was? You see how he became a champion a decade later by knocking out Michael Moore and how he was putting them hands on Evander Holyfield? Thought that was 10 years after Ali already knocked that man the fuck out. All right? Floyd ain't fucking with nobody's George Foreman. Then he gonna be scared to death and gonna be, he got to get his weight up. He got to get his weight up. He ain't ready for me. Yeah, dog. He's just the baddest man in his division. Not in the exactly. He's the baddest man in his division only, not the entire sport of boxing. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And you little niggas trying to act like you big time, bro. You're too little. That's the problem with boxing in the United States right now. You got a bunch of midgets running their mouth all the damn time, bro. Like, seriously, bro. You guys, and then you cheat like there's no fucking tomorrow. You got Devin Haney weighing 190 pounds fighting featherweights. Devin weighed 190 pounds in the street fighting a fucking featherweight. Nah, man, I ain't buying none of y'all shit. George Foreman is a product of skill. He came back 10 years later and beat a young Yeah, because he had that thump on him. And when you little and you get that thump put on you, hey, dog, you don't want to do that. I'm trying to told ya. You ain't trying to do that with them big boys. Daryl Williams, thank you, brother. Did I block Daryl? I probably blocked Daryl Williams. My bad. Fern in the building, man. Can somebody unblock Daryl Williams? When did this come? Hold on. Can somebody unblock Daryl Williams? Because I shouldn't have blocked him, bro. That's my bad, Daryl Williams. Can somebody do me a favor and unblock Daryl Williams? I shouldn't have done that. That's my bad. He said, you woke him on a real one. Yeah, I did. Bear, my thoughts on Smith versus Matias. T.O., you're good for now. Okay, thank you, bro. I shouldn't have done that, bro. Somebody can unblock him, please let me know, bro. Who's my favorite boxer to watch currently? David Benavidez. My current favorite fighter right now to watch is David Benavidez, probably. David Benavidez is a fucking beast. Two Cent had a question. And why Keyshawn moving all the way to 147 and still calling out Tank, that shit weak, because that's all, because they want to get their name in the paper, bro. Because they want to get their names in the paper. That's why. They want to get their names in the paper, man. That's why I fuck. And look, good for good for Gervonta Davis and not falling for these sucker moves, bro. And everything that Muhammad did for boxing and sports in generally deserves way more respect than Floyd. Consistently, he literally the most important athlete in history, in my opinion. Yeah, Sugar Ray Robinson's a beast too. Yes, I did. I got your super chat. My bad. Fern, yes, I did. Fern with the $5 holler, brother. Thank you so much. He said, let's start this day off right. Please do. Mondays and Thursdays, trying to get the channel going. Do you think Crawford in his prime would beat Floyd in his prime? They wouldn't fight. They wouldn't. I don't know, because Floyd Mayweather Jr. would have Terrence Crawford tested for everything under the sun. I think Floyd Mayweather Jr. is a better fighter than Terrence Crawford. But I also think that there's no way that fight's going to happen, because I don't believe that I don't believe Crawford would get away with the same shit against Floyd. I don't believe he would. If Floyd's got all that leverage, nah, you're not going to see Terrence fight like Terrence fought. I'm sorry, bro. I don't believe Terrence. I don't believe Terrence. Exactly. He wasn't blocking near a punch. Hey, Fanon, who do you think will win between Tio and Shakur? I got Shakur winning, but I got Tio as a very live underdog. I'd give it a 55-45 for Shakur. 55-45 for Shakur. Because I think Shakur, it can probably pot shot the shit out of him. But it just depends. Martin, has Turkey accomplished his goal of fucking up the American market? Yeah, he has. Yes, he has. He's fucked up the American market. He is. These guys are deluded, man. These guys are fucking deluded. Seriously, Richardson Hitchens wants $3 million to fight Keyshawn Davis. Listen to this. Richardson Hitchens wants $3 million to fight Keyshawn Davis. Richardson Hitchens wanted between 2.5 and 3 million to fight Richardson Hitchens. Yes, they've ruined the market. Yes, they have, because these guys think they're worth the money that they're getting. And when it's time for them not to get the money, then it's going to be all kind of hard for them to make fights, bro. LeBron James on that balcony said, hey, Victor, what's up, man? Salute for nine. Say it loud of you. Oh, I say it loud of you. I'm proud. 100. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Look, man, I'm trying to be a straight shooter, bro, but I'm being more positive, too. I'm going to be more positive this year, man. Mustafa said, keep spitting facts for nine. You on point about Floyd. He always tried to put Ali down. Floyd will never compare to Ali because Ali stood for something. He was unapologetic. Yeah. And I can talk about why he'll never catch him. He's not worth as much money as Ali is. He's not worth as much money as Ali. So all that shit he was talking about, all the money he made, that shit's out the door, Floyd. Because you're in debt. You made all that money and you're in debt. Because your dumb ass took out a bunch of loans because you believe guys with that 6-point star over your head who were just leading you into debt. Meanwhile, Ali owns land all over the world, bro, that got minerals on it. Let me tell you something about Saudi Arabia trying to take over the United States. If Saudi Arabia tries to take over anything in the United States, we're going to blow that shit off the map. Okay? I'm going to tell you flat out, if Saudi Arabia ever gets too cute with the United States, we're going to blow that shit off the map. We already snatched the oil from Venezuela. We don't need the oil from Saudi. Okay? So if y'all keep trying to get cute, it's going to be insult to injury. Not only is Saudi Arabia going to be in trouble because they now have caused a price increase in their oil, Saudi did that. I've got it on very good authority that the reason that Donald Trump was able to attack Venezuela and take Maduro is because some very powerful people found out that Saudi Arabia was playing around with their money. So one of the very big side benefits of snatching Nicolas Maduro and sticking him in a New York jail, keeping the socialist infrastructure in place and taking over all the oil. I think they've snatched like 4 or 5 rigs since then. You know why they did that? To cut off the oil supply from Venezuela to China and Russia. So you guys are going to be in your little conversation when you go to Riyadh, and it's Prince Mohammed bin Salman and it's Xi, excuse me if I got the name wrong, from China, Putin and Donald Trump. Bro, you guys just lost a lot of heat, bro. Because now Saudi Arabia, if you had anything to do, and you did, with these people approving snatching Venezuela oil and doubling the price to China and Russia, they're blaming Saudi Arabia for that. Yeah, they are. They're blaming Saudi Arabia. They're blaming Saudi Arabia for that. Because no, don't think about it. What you did was, Trump did is they drove the cost of oil up for China and Russia. All because they decided not to let our oil from the Americas get there. Nah, homie. Nah, smarty pants. So keep playing around in the American market. Keep playing around in the American market, and we're going to make shit worse on you. Because that was a big hit to Saudi Arabia. Big hit to Saudi Arabia to have the prices and all that shit jump up for oil for Russia and China. Because they're going to be retaliatory. They absolutely are. They're going to be retaliatory. And why are they retaliatory? Because you guys thought you guys fucked around and got slick. You thought that they would continue to just raise the reward for Maduro. They didn't think that they would just get boomed right, jump right in there. Fancy pants. If I was you little niggas, I would stop playing with warlords. I'm telling you, if I was you, I'd stop playing with warlords. I would. When you see a warlord walking outside, you should go back inside. You shouldn't start buddying up next to him, figuring out how you can get some money over on him. Okay? You don't have a military. We have military. We're going to go in there, bro, without you niggas saying anything about it. Trust me. Rolled right in there. Snatched their ass. Boop. Give me them. Give me them. That fast. Now, what was it, about $10 billion in crude? Or $10 billion they've already snatched? 10 billion, and I'm sorry, that's 10 billion. I'm sorry, what did they say it was? $17 trillion worth of oil is what they said. The United States took control of $17 trillion worth of oil that they are going to sell to Russia and China directly at elevated costs. Now, why do we need Saudi Arabia again? Can somebody let me know? I'm sorry, can anybody tell me why we need Saudi Arabia if we can take all that oil from Venezuela and sit go? Oh, oops. You guys are fucking around playing around with warlords, bro. See, it's cool to play with the warlords when you're talking boxing. But once you get caught in between the battle of people that got real power, bro, you can fuck some stuff up really, really bad. So you thieving niggas, let me tell you what you did. And I don't care if you believe me or not. I'm going to tell you what you did. All you little thieving niggas in the United States were stealing money from these people, from their trust funds into hedge funds, which you just blow. You just give a guy $60,000 in cash, a Ferragamo bag, a couple watches, and you walk away with $20 million of these people's money. You did it so many times. You went to the bank so many times. Dog, you have no idea what we can do, bro. We'll fuck up everybody. Stop that shit. Ain't nobody. First of all, I'm not even talking about the U.S. government. I'm not talking about the U.S. government. I'm talking about the people that are going to snatch that fucking money. You ever heard of merchant marines? Have you ever heard of mercenaries? You ever heard of them people before? You think they need to go in with an army? You're out your fucking mind. These people got enough muscle to go get it themselves. Thank you very much. These people got enough muscle to snatch Nicolas Maduro without the U.S. government. Without him. The only reason the U.S. did it is because they wanted credit for it. Only reason that they did the U.S. government was involved is because they want credit for it. Other than that, these people could have just went in and shot Maduro. What they wouldn't usually do is just go in there and kill him. Not try to move him out of office, not do any of that. Just land they shit right by his house, run up in his house and kill him. Get back on their plane and go home. And ain't nobody going to do anything. But the government got involved in this one instead of just letting it be a regular assassination attempt. No, not even an attempt, just an assassination. You do know we kill foreign leaders, right? And it's a little bit out of vogue to kill foreign leaders now. Yeah, I've fallen off, all right. Thank you. Yeah, I've fallen off with 500 people in my chat. Yeah, I've fallen off. Well, yeah, I've fallen off. I've only got 5,000 people in my chat. Yeah, I've fallen off. Anyway, let's get back to Floyd and you hoe-ass niggas. I don't mind getting back to you, Floyd, you sellout. Israel can't protect you, Floyd. Israel cannot protect you, Floyd. You can't. All you niggas that were stealing these people's money, I'm telling you right now, Israel cannot protect you. They can't. Your local police department cannot protect you. Your bodyguards that you hire, your 6'9" bodyguards, they will fall flat on their back too. You guys are playing around with the wrong people's money. And Floyd is the biggest sellout of them all because Floyd was given an opportunity by these people. Floyd was built by these people. Floyd was every opportunity this dude had to make all that money came from these people. And now he's rocking this shit. Now he's rocking this shit. The U.S. Navy is more powerful than people realize. Bro, let me tell you something, man. Do your thing. It's your opinion. This is the U.S., so we can have our own opinion. Yes, we can. I appreciate that. And here's my opinion. Floyd is a sellout. Without a doubt. Shout out to Toronto, bro. No, Floyd's a fucking sellout. 100%. No doubt about it. Turned his back on all the people that lifted him up, put him in a position to where he was a big-time guy, helped him get out of his top-rank contract, got him out, protected his life from Jay Prince. You can't, dude, Floyd may not even be around right now. Floyd might not even been around. Nah, he ain't no great man. He's a fucking sellout. Floyd is not a great man. He's a sellout. Floyd is a sellout. Great men have principles and they stand by their principles. The NIA, what is it? Should be ashamed of itself. Access is rolling over. I'm not sure. Bro, let me tell you something, bro. And describes Israel as a home away from home. Yeah, because that's probably where he feels like he's safe. You picked up man, let me tell you something, Floyd. You've picked up some real enemies, bro. You picked up some real fucking nasty ass enemies that these dudes can't even protect Floyd, bro. I don't even understand it. It's insulting. For Floyd to side with them over the people that made him, that got him right, and for him to think they can do something is insulting. It's an insult. It's like you're a member of a crew, bro. I have no opinion of a failed drug test because I don't think it had anything to do with it. I believe it was contamination, and the fact that he got knocked out shows you that it was I think that the fight went on because it was contaminated. And the fact that he got his knockout, he got knocked the fuck out, means that that shit didn't do anything for him because he got his ass knocked out. If you didn't have a powerful family, we'd have taken care of you years ago. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're 100% right. If I wasn't me, you would have taken care of me a long time ago. You got that shit right. Only problem for you, I'm me, nigga, so you can't do it. What do you want me to tell you? That's like another little short nigga talking. If I was If I wasn't 5'2", I'd jump a basketball. The only reason you dunking a basketball is because you're 6'2" and got a 50-inch vertical. Otherwise, you wouldn't be dunking. Of course, that's the reason, nigga. I will absolutely get you zipped, nigga. You crazy? Yes, I'm glad you figured that shit out. Thank you. Yay for the dumbass nigga, bro. You're very right. The reason I can say this shit is because I can do what the fuck I want to do, and you can't. It is very, very obvious that that's what I'm saying. I can say fuck Turkey al-Sheikh, and he's not going to do anything. I can say fuck Mohammed bin Salam, and he's not going to do anything but sit there and look mad. You bums, on the other hand, anybody can get you. Anybody. 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 So, of course, if it wasn't for how powerful you were, Martin, I would have been got you. Yes. Yes. No, it won't. He's been getting hate. Yeah, he has, but this is deserved. This is very deserving, bro. Yes, now you're getting on. Yes, does that make you feel better? The only reason Martin's able to do this is because Martin is very powerful. You can say I have a powerful family. Doesn't matter, bro. I'm very powerful. So, yes, that's why you can't get me. Yes. 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 Good job, guys. Good job, guys. If you can constantly try to come at somebody and you can never touch them, that's probably because they're too big for you to touch. So, yes, I will rub it in your face forever. You niggas can't do nothing to me. You can't get me off YouTube. You can't get me out my house. You can't fuck up my money. You can't slander me without getting sued. Because you better believe you know you got new niggas got lawsuits on you. There is an order in society. The sooner people realize the government is just part of the structure means the government is beneath the heads that run it. Absolutely. They are. I'm just telling you. You guys always think if you find a white man, you always trying to find, you think if you find the right white man, you can get any nigga. That's what you think. All you got to do is find the right group of white people and they can handle your problem. That's why Floyd did that shit. That's why you all do that shit, because you're looking for a white savior. You're looking for, oh, if I can just get in with the Italian mob, if I can get in with the Italian mob, then I can be protected. Oh, if I can get in with the Greek mob, oh, I'll be protected. If I can get in with the Israeli mob, then I'm going to be connected and I can do this. And man, I don't give a shit who you connected to. I don't give a shit who you connected to. You can't get me. You can be connected to whoever the fuck you want to be connected to. You can be whoever the fuck you want to be. You not getting me. And you better believe that. So keep talking. You're going to try to make it, you try to make yourself feel better? I've already told you you guys are peons. I know you're peons. You know you're peons. What the hell is it is going on here? Geesh. Big Ralph again. We all got everybody. Oh, I don't understand this. What are you talking about? Even though I'm here every day listening to you say the same thing. I'll tell you again what I'm saying. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is a big-ass sellout. Gervonta Davis was right about it. Devin Haney is a gossiping little girl for putting lying about Richardson Hitchens' business and trying to make him look bad. That's what the video is about. So, getting back to Floyd. Floyd is done. Floyd's got to fight Mike Tyson because Floyd ain't got no money. And I can appreciate it because my money's low right now. We all figure out at a certain point in time that no matter how big you can get, these people can make your money look funny because the whole thing is fake. They can make your money look funny whenever they want to make your money look funny. They have all kind of different economic tools. What do you call it? The admission. What do they call shit? The confessions of an economic hitman. They are what you call economic hitman. They ain't got no muscle, but they're economic hitmen. They want to steal your money. They want to inflate your costs. They want to put you in debt, incentivize you to go into debt. do all kind of things to lock your ass up, like the IMF locked up Africa, and like the global bank, like the World Bank and the IMF lock up Africa. That's their weapons. They ain't got no muscle for real. They don't got no strength. All they got is a bunch of sneaky ass stealing accountants to fuck around and play a shell game with people's money. Floyd figured out that money is a shell game, so he just wants to keep moving the shell around, move his debt around. Oh, I'm going to move all my debt over here. Now I'm going to move my debt here, but I got money here. Then I'm going to move my debt. Floyd has been convinced to continue to double down with his money until eventually he's going to make it big. No, bro, they've got you in a debt cycle. Like everybody else, they try to put in a debt cycle. That's what kind of muscle those guys got. They ain't got no real muscle. They ain't got, because that's why niggas just go up in their offices. At the end of the day, people are just going to go up in your office. And then you're going to tell a lie and say, wow, the economy struck and all these rich people were jumping out of windows. Hell no. Those rich people were not jumping out of windows. Those rich people were getting thrown out of windows. Okay? And that's what happens when you steal too much and you're around people that steal too much. Somebody said, I need a cheap legal lawyer. I got a referral for you now. Are you still offering your services? No, I'm just hoeing for your mama. No, I'm not, bro. I'm just selling your mama out for anal sex. I find that I make more money than practicing leaking law. You know what I mean? Nah, there's death, bro, among thieves. There's no honor among thieves, but there's a lot of death amongst thieves. Bill Haney, bro. Hey, Bill, how you like their pay cuts? Bill Haney. Hey, Bill, how you like those pay cuts? How you like those pay cuts, Bill? How you like that pressure, Bill? Hey, Peon, Bill Peon Haney. How you like those pay cuts, Bill? How you like those pay cuts? How you like how that money is shrinking? How do you like it, dog? You think you still in good with Turkey? You still the ringleader over there, Bill? You still the one thinking this money's going to continue to flow forever? My last 100 videos have been about Gervonta. You watched 100 videos of mine? Thank you. Hey, how you like that? How you like that? How you like that, Bill? You still the man in the streets, Bill? You still think you can get me? Little nigga? Mr. Net Profit. How you like that money drying up? No, the feds are on these niggas. We not spending the money no more. Dog, it's our money and we're not spending it anymore. Ganon, is that? Yeah. What's going on with Carmel and his promotional deal? He's gone, bro. Floyd lost his biggest prospect. Floyd lost his best prospect. Lost his best prospect. Bill, full shit. You know, anyway, you got anything else to say, Rollo, or any of you guys getting paid to talk to me this morning? How do you feel about those paydays slowing down? How do you like that, bro? How do you like that you can't hit that lick like you wanted to hit it? How you like that you can't get those $100 million slides anymore, huh? How do you like it? I just want to know. Now that we know, and you said you can keep doing it, how you feeling now? Manny Pacquiao Promotions. Hey, he's with Pac-Man Promotions. He signed with Manny Pacquiao. Crazy, huh? He signed with Manny Pacquiao. Of all the people he was signed to, that's insult to injury. But Manny Pacquiao looks like he's got an actual promotional company that he's trying to grow fighters with. And it seems like they got a good deal, man. Bro, let me tell you something, dog. A Lincoln lawyer is somebody that is practicing car out of the back of their car and helping people. These cornballs, good lawyers aren't cheap. Cheap lawyer. No, there's lawyers that are, Nah. Anyway, I don't know about any of that shit. What's up, Zulu Lion? I really do not like you, Bill. I just got to tell you, Bill Haney, I'm really glad when Devin gets his ass knocked out. I am really happy that you know full well, Devin Haney, the only way that that man's career is going to continue is if you can keep finding ways to protect him and get him paid out of other people's pockets. Your scam is over with. And I am very happy to have been very much involved with you ending the scam that you were running. Very, very happy with it. As a matter of fact, I think it's the most proud accomplishment of this decade for me is to get 6 Ricos put on y'all. And y'all are dumb niggas who won't keep talking. So it's going to get worse for you. You hear me? Because you're dumb and you got to keep talking, it's going to get worse for you. And it's going to wind up with more situations like what happened to Anthony Joshua. You don't think the shit's going to get real serious and more serious because you think this is just boxing. These people don't care. What are your thoughts on Shakur going for exciting prospect to boring fighter? He was a boring prospect and he's an exciting fighter. Shakur was not an exciting prospect. He was a boring prospect. But I do believe he's an exciting fighter, and I think you're going to get some knockouts from him. That's my thoughts on that. I've never found Shakur to be a boring fighter. I just think once he learns how to stand there and really put punishment on people, I think he'll get knockouts. But I think Shakur is a terrific fighter, and I think he's fun to watch. And until the time when he really starts getting on his bike and moving around too much, then that's kind of what throws me a little bit with Shakur. But I'm a big supporter of Shakur because Shakur is a real fighter, bro. You know what I mean? Because Shakur is a real fighter. Oh, look, Levy Rockwell said, you could talk about Tank every day. I love it. He's the only one knocking out people people out on trucking, Ohio represent. Thank you, bro. No, I'm going to say his name because they want him to go away. And I'm bigger than these guys. You know why? Because you don't have to buy views from me. I'm bigger than these guys. So I'll just keep talking about Gervonta. You know what I mean? Until he fights. Now, I'm going to talk about Errol too. I'm going to talk about the PBC fighters, bro. Until they fight. I'm not going to get involved with this dumb shit with Richardson, Hitchens, and Keyshawn Davis and all this stuff that Bill wants to do. Bill thinks he's a mastermind, bro. So Bill is out here with the zone plotting these fucking fights. Bill was behind that bullshit with Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. Bill thinks he's some kind of player, bro, spread across the sport. Devin is just one guy. Bill is interfering with a lot of shit from what I can see. So it takes me I take great joy in that, in turning Bill into a bitch. Because everybody knows Bill ain't got no muscle now. Ain't nobody scared of Bill. Ain't nobody scared of Bill. Ain't nobody worried about Bill. Bill needs bodyguards to walk around. You ain't getting no information that we ain't already got. You just thought you were slick, and I know who you got with. Bunch of you niggas got slick, found your way into that trust fund, and you guys started milking that trust fund every way that you could milk it. Overpaying these fighters, promising people you can get them these huge paydays, all because you thought you was in good. And that the people that were putting out the money were like, oh, y'all are cool with these guys. Okay, we'll support you. No, we said, fuck y'all, no more support for you at all. And we said it very loudly to everybody that has any decision in it. And I'm talking about guys above Ari Emanuel. Let me repeat this. I'm talking about guys that sit above Ari Emanuel. You guys, Ari Emanuel, Dana White, Turkey Al-Sheikh, Bill, man, fuck all of them. I'm talking about the people that make the decisions. Because if they were really making the decisions, you wouldn't know their name. But you fucked around and found out somebody's name. And you started running away with it, getting all kind of extra benefits, getting people that are really not even looking out for the best interest of that money to run the same scheme that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s financial advisor testified to running. You guys are not getting this money from Turkey Al-Sheikh. You're getting this money out of trust funds, and the trust fund is putting the shit in a hedge fund, and you guys think you can waste whatever amount of money out of those hedge funds as you want because you think you're connected to the mob, and so therefore you're just a part of the money going where it's supposed to go. And what I'm saying is the money is not going to be going anywhere anymore because we never intended for you to get any. None. You're not getting any. So that's why your money's running out. That's why Turkey Al-Sheikh is quiet. That's why you can't get enough money in the United States to have a fight with Virgil Ortiz and Jaron Ennis. You can't afford the fight. You got guys all thinking that, well, for Keyshawn, I need 2.5 to 3 million. Why? Because you guys were stealing the money before, and now you knew that that's what they were paying. So now you want what everybody was paying, and we're not paying that money no more because all they were doing was stealing the money and losing the money. They weren't investing that money. They're just trying to lose the money. And you guys are getting paid in net profit because you guys are skimming the money off the top. That's what you're doing. That's why you got net profit, because you're skimming the money off the top. That's what you're doing. And we know it. And all of that shit is a break. And Victor Conte is dead as a. Dead, dead, dead. Victor Conte, your Mr. Slickster, your Mr. I run shit, is DEAD. 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 Two of your other boys, part of the scam, dead and dead. Three that I know of, dead, dead, dead. Why? Because you're playing with people's money. Because you're playing with people's money. What are you saying? The bottom has fallen out? No, not the bottom, the top. No, the top. The money flowed downward. Downward. Like any pyramid scheme, the money flows top to bottom. What I'm saying is the top got cut off. I'm not saying the bottom got cut off. The bottom is snitching. There's so many people getting money at the bottom that they're snitching. They're snitching. They snitched so much that the money on the top got cut out. Because the hedge fund guys get their money from a trust fund. The trust said no more. The trust said no more. So there's no money going from the trust to the hedge fund. The only thing that they're hoping is that there's still additional money in the hedge funds. But people are taking their money out of the hedge funds and putting it back in the trust. So what I'm saying is that the money for these guys are getting cut off at the top. The spigot. It's over. Them getting $100 million don't over. If they say they're getting $100 million, you see $30 million. Let me put it this way. I don't think we're going to see any more $300 million fights where all you're doing is wasting money. I don't think we're going to see Turkey Al-Sheikh losing $300 million in one event. Got it? That's what I'm saying. You guys lost $300 million. If what you guys say about the numbers are right, when Terrence Crawford fought Canelo Alvarez, they had $200 million in purses? $200 million in purses for one fight? They spent $1 million to get UNLV to give them that date? They played all kind of games, buying tickets up, getting the tickets at wholesale, selling it to them. It's over, bro. Bro, I ain't trying to hear you about none of that shit, bro. Fuck off, bro. This ain't no fucking speculation. Fuck out of here. I don't give a shit. You ain't got the money, bitch. You ain't got the money. Okay, it's speculation. Where's the money? It's speculation. Then why is there 5 Ricos out there? Y'all are some bums, bro, and you're not getting that money no more, dog. You're not getting any of it, dog. None of it. None of it. None of it. And it doesn't matter if you believe it or not. It only matters that investment banking firm knows that they can't get any more of that money for those hedge funds. That's the only thing that matters. The only thing that matters is that you can't spend the money anymore because you guys are downstream of that scam. That scam is sending money all over the place. It's sending money to Hamas. It's sending money it's out there providing money to Boko Haram. It's out there providing money to all kind of different political mercenary things you're trying to do in different areas. And you're using sports as a justification to pay them the money. Just like in the 1980s, when they started selling crack into California in the back neighborhoods, they were using that crack money to fund the Sandinistas. That's the same thing you guys are doing with this money. You are funding military operations with this money and using boxing as a pass-through. That's why you're losing so much money and why these guys are so into boxing, why everybody wants to spend. Everybody thinks boxing's going broke, but yet you're trying to spend all the money in the world on it. Everybody wants to get into boxing, even though boxing's falling apart. Magically, UK wants to come to the United States for boxing. Saudi Arabia wants to come to the United States for boxing. It's amazing how many people want to come into America for boxing. Yeah, dog, you had a fund that you could access, and the sports is just passing the money around to your little thugs. Whether they're thugs in New Jersey, thugs in New York, thugs in LA, thugs in Africa, thugs in Kenya, thugs, it doesn't matter. Thugs in Venezuela. These guys are getting money passed to them through this mechanism. And that's why it's getting shut off. Because we didn't agree to it. They were funding the Contras. It's Iran-Contra. My bad. Thank you. Iran-Contra. I'm sorry. It's been a long time. They funneled that money to the Iran-Contra. Iran-Contra. That's what you're doing. That's why Floyd Mayweather Jr. is over there in Israel. Yeah, he is. Why would Floyd be over there in Israel? Huh? Why would Floyd be over there in Israel? Floyd, you're not slick, Floyd. You're not slick, Floyd. And you also a peon, Floyd. Man, I always wonder how much does Martin Blackwell really know about the works. It's interesting. What do you say? Man, I always wondered, how does Martin Blackwell really know about the works? It's interesting to me. Brother, because I know the people involved. I know how it works because I know the people involved. It's very easy to figure out once you know the people involved. I know the people involved. Absolutely. I know the name of the bank. I know the name of the bank I know the name of the bank. I know exactly who's setting up the hedge funds. I know their relation to the CIA. I know their relationship to the FBI because I worked there. I worked there. I worked in the industry for a very long time. I know where this money is coming from. And I know Floyd Mayweather. And I know exactly when they got the connection. And I know who is critical to making this, to approving this. I know who has to approve it. I also know who, if they say they don't want it to happen, it can't happen. And the person that said it can't happen has spoke very loudly that I don't want this to happen. You cannot use my money in this way. If I find out that you're using my money in this way, I'm coming to get you, which is why they snatched Nicolas Maduro. I told you they were going to go to Venezuela, didn't I? Didn't I? I absolutely did. You guys listen to every one of my live streams. I told you, Saudi Arabia is playing a bunch of fucking games. And as a result, we're going to go get the Venezuelan oil. We don't need your mud. That's the perception of the person that I'm talking about. All he does is this. I don't want to buy Saudi Arabian oil anymore. Get me Venezuelan oil. Guess what's going to happen? He's going to get Venezuelan oil and he's not going to buy Saudi oil. Period. Doesn't matter what you guys have to say about it. It's going to be over with. And they approved and were the backing that allowed Donald Trump to go get Maduro. They were the ones that backed it. You know why? Because they're the ones that are making money and losing money. So since Smarty Pants over there in Saudi Arabia wants to start getting our money, we're not going to allow them to get any of our money. See, they want to be cute and start stealing money out of trust funds and not realize we're buying all that oil from you. But they think, oh, because of politics, we can't get the oil from somewhere else. This guy said, no, fuck politics. I'm going to get my oil from over there, and I'm not going to buy your oil over there because you're being a smartass stealing from me in the United States of America and thinking I'm dumb. So you're going to sit here and steal from me and think I'm buying from you at the same time? Hell no. Number one, I'm going to get my money back. And number two, I'm never buying from you again. And if that's your little buddy over there, Maduro, we're snatching his ass. And I don't care, once again, if you believe what I'm saying, because what I'm saying actually happened. Unlike you YouTube content creators that always talk about shit that never happens, I'm the one that told you about the 6 Ricos coming before they came. I'm the one that said we were going to go to Venezuela and snatch that oil, not 3 days before it happened. So you guys can keep playing stupid if you want. I'm not going to play stupid. You guys are in a lot of trouble because you started fucking around with warlords. You fucked around with a warlord's money. Warlords go to war, bro. You don't fuck with a warlord's money because the warlord is going to go to war with you. War. And this guy's got everything that he needs to go to war with anybody. Trust me. Got more than enough to go at anybody. Anybody. More than enough to go at anybody. So y'all keep thinking you want to play with warlords and think that warlord's not going to come get you because you're the best fighter of because you're 50-0. I'm 50-0 in the streets and you hide like a bitch in Israel. And then you hide like a bitch in Israel, thinking somehow he can't get you in Israel. Then you hide like a bitch underneath Israel's arm, like that shit's going to mean anything. They'll snatch Bibi Netanyahu and it won't fucking matter, bro. You think you fuck around, keep playing, these guys will snatch Bibi Netanyahu. Snatch him. They'll snatch him. Snatch him. Or just kill him. Keep playing with these guys. I already told you, bro. I know who these guys are. If you've ever been around Dick Cheney, ever been around Dick Cheney's people, bro, you better understand that, dog. They will come get you. Those Greek merchant Marines, they will come get you. They got more than enough money. But the simple fact that you think you slick and are going to play games with them with their own money because they're too stupid to see what the whole picture, bro, Anthony Joshua and his assistants were dressed in military fatigue. Military fatigue. Y'all think you some fucking cutie pies. And I'm telling you, I still don't believe those boys died in that car accident. I think those boys were killed. That's what I think. And I think AJ was allowed to live. But that's a very, very powerful message, bro. That's a very powerful message, bro. And it was right after that Jake Paul fight. Dog, y'all keep playing with these people's money, bro. I'm telling you, it gets ugly when you play with these guys' money, bro. And y'all, Bill, you've been playing with these guys' money because you thought it was some street shit. Let's be honest about what you thought, Bill. You thought it was some United States street level shit. You thought this was some niggas in Chicago, some gangbangers in Chicago, and all you needed to do was have some gangbangers in LA, get some gangbangers in New York, and then boom, you had enough muscle to handle these little gangbangers in Chicago. Then you find out that the people that you thought were gangbangers in Chicago are anything but gangbangers. The reason that they run Chicago has nothing to do with them being on O Block. And you fucked around and found out. Believe it. Them people do not play. And that money, damn, that could have been Tank. I'm telling you. No, it wouldn't have been Tank because Tank said all money ain't good. Let me tell you what everybody in the PBC did. Bill, everybody in the PBC, other than David Benavidez, decided that they were not going to go take that bad money. Errol Spence Jr. said all money ain't good money. Gervonta Davis said, buy me 2 Ferraris. And they have not made any inclination of wanting to go and fight under Turki Al-Sheikh. Bob Arum shows no inclination to have a sustained work relationship with Turki Al-Sheikh. Oscar De La Hoya has no interest in staying, and he's probably going to be leaving the zone. All of these guys are separating themselves from Turki Al-Sheikh. Why? Because they all know whose money it is. And they said, I'm not taking these people's money. You're crazy. Taking their money is crazy. Like, seriously, bro, it's crazy. The people let me tell you something, man. Like, it's like Freddy fucking Krueger. It's like you stole Freddy Krueger and Jason's money. Like you, for no fucking reason, decided to go into Freddy Krueger's house where he was chilling with Jason Voorhees and decide to snatch money right off their counter and go out the house. That's what you knew. That's what you guys did when you started playing around with those guys' money. Those are the most dangerous people in the world easily, bro. Telling you, they're the most dangerous people in the world easily. They will kill a head of state and not think about it, bro. They will run in there, kill a head of state, get out of there, not care nothing about it, bro. They will go into the middle of an African country and just snatch the leader. Yes, they will. They will go into your country, literally snatch you right the fuck up out of there. And you're not going to do nothing about it. But yet you guys are so cocky that you go into their bank account and steal their money. Right into their bank account because the people that are holding it are black. Just because the guy's black, you think that none of his other family matters in this regard. Because you think he's just black and stupid. Isaiah said, Tank called them out in the devil-looking picture. I'm telling you, they're suicidal. Like, bro, that's suicidal, bro. Al Heyman's silence is golden. Like, seriously, you're fucking with people that are so fucking, oh my God. I have no idea why you would do it, bro. Don't you know? Like, it's like you guys don't see what's around you or something. They convinced you that you were stealing from just some little black kid. They got a lot of money. Oh, let me tell you what I heard, just so you know. People were trying to guess how much money these particular people had, and they were in the trillions. They started throwing numbers in the trillions. Bro, their money is not in the trillions. Bro, their money is not in the trillions. It's not in the trillions, bro. Unless you're talking about how much money they can afford to spend every year. Their money is not in the trillions, bro. Their money is incalculable. They have as much money as they want to have. That's how much money they have as much money as they want to have. That's how much of a lot these dudes have. But y'all want to go stick your hands and steal and then try to hide behind Israel as if they can protect you. They cannot protect you, bro. You better believe it. Turkey had that event. Everyone was wearing suits. Even Bill was in the picture. That was the day they sold their soul. No, that was a message. No, that was a threat. No, that's them dudes acting like they got muscle. That's what that picture was. That was a picture of them trying to act like they got all this backing. That's what they thought. No, it was, to me, it looked like this guy was trying to claim that he was taking over America. Then look at all my backup, look at all my muscle, and he ain't got none. Oh, Tori said, I'm tuning in to MH Blackwell Live today. If you're doing it, okay, man, thank you, bro. Okay, that's what's up. Looking like real fools. Yeah, man. I'm sorry to break the news to you. I'm sorry. I don't want to be the guy breaking the news to you. But, you know, there was a preacher one time that said, scared money don't make money. You ever heard that? Scared money don't make money? Scared. Put a one in the chat if you've ever heard the phrase, scared money don't make money. Scared money don't make money. These guys believe that scared money don't make money. So they're going to be as ostentatious. They're going to be as bold as they can be because they believe that they had a backing and they were going to be able to get this off this guy. They thought that they'd be able to kill him. There's no way he should be alive. Bill thinks he's from Oakland and can't be touched. No. Bill's not going to get touched as long as he's on camera. Seriously, as long as he's on camera, Bill's probably safe. As long as he's on camera. Bill got to worry about when he gets off camera. I'm telling you, Bill got to worry about what happens to him when he gets off camera. Most of the damage that's being done to people are people that don't come near the internet. That's what they believe. They believe scared money don't make money. So they're not scared to take chances to make as much money as they can, and they're greedy as hell. Like, bro, you go in and you hit a lick, right? You steal a calf out of somebody's, but you go back all day and then try to walk out with a herd. You know what I mean? That's what these niggas do. Yeah, no, scared money sounds scary. What, scared money don't make money? Dog, certain people's money, dog, you're going to get caught. You're already caught. Bill better stay away from B-Hop. See how fake that nigga is? He's trying to act like he wants some smoke with B-Hop. Bernard Hopkins will beat the tar out that man. Boxing is not trash now. Boxing is good. I love boxing. We're just not talking about boxing right now. And I apologize for that. If anybody has anything they'd like to talk about that's more directly connected to boxing, I would love to talk about it. You know what I mean? But on the real, I wanted to talk about that sellout Floyd Mayweather. I really wanted to get on Floyd's sellout ass because, Floyd, you're disgusting, bro. You're the one that got the access to this. You're the one, bro. You're the one that got the access, dog. You were the one that they supported and that they said that they were going to help out. You were, Floyd. And you know full well that shit came out of Chicago, Floyd. You were. They supported Al Heyman and the PBC with a $500 million investment. $500 million investment without even money coming back. Invested a $500 million into trying to grow boxing. And then all y'all wanted was more money. All you wanted was more money. You didn't want to grow boxing. You wanted to find a way to spend all the money and then go back for more money. There's no reason that this shit should be this way, other than your arrogance and your greed and your desire to act like a big man when you're not a big man, bro. Let me tell you what really pisses off famous people. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if I can talk about this for a second. You know what really pisses off famous people? Powerful people. Powerful people. Watch this. When a powerful person comes into the room, all the celebrities are told to sit down. Let's repeat this. There's a difference between a famous person and a king. There's a difference between a famous person and a king. When a king walks into the room, there is a military presence. When there are powerful people in the room, there is a military presence that you can feel in the room. When a powerful person is in the room, you may not even know that because the powerful person may not be famous. There's a difference between fame, which is what everybody knowing you, and power, which is being able to do what you want to do. Floyd is famous. Floyd is not powerful. Floyd had the backing of powerful people, which made him rich. Let me repeat that. Floyd had the backing of powerful people, which made him rich. That's how rich people get rich, when they have the backing of a powerful person. Let me restate that as a real political truth. Rich people are rich because of powerful people. Get it? The powerful person that runs the country is the one that controls the flow of business. They control the flow of resources. So when the powerful person says, I like you, they can direct massive amounts of money to you. So there can be a guy sitting back in an office that looks at Floyd's fight and says, you know what? I really like Floyd. I like what he's doing. Let's invest $500 million. Let's invest $500 million in boxing. And I want to develop a company that Floyd can be a part of that will make boxing more entertaining and a better situation. I like Floyd. I want to back Floyd up. Then what does Floyd have? Floyd has $500 million at his disposal. You can have that happen in any corporation. If a CEO of a corporation or a senior vice president of a corporation really likes you, they can say, what business are you in? And they can bring him in and give you a lot of business. Why? Because we want this company to do well. We want this person to do well. We see how he fits into our game plan. That is what happened with Floyd. That is what happened to Floyd. Floyd did not accidentally get out of his Top Rank contract. Floyd did not accidentally get a $200 million 6-fight deal with Showtime. That was not an accident. That was people that wanted to invest in Floyd because they believed in Floyd. That's why Floyd got that deal. So after Floyd got that deal, everybody else wants the deal. Everybody else wants an angel investor to come in and give them $1 billion. So they couldn't get this guy to do it for them. So what did they do? They decided to steal it. They decided to go around that guy, go to his family members, and see if they could cut some side deals. And that's what you did. You went to associates of his and got associates you paid off associates of his and got his money to be invested in you. And then you used it to try to compete against the PBC. Yeah, you did. And that's why the PBC fighters don't have to fight so often, because they were getting paid real money. You guys are playing net profit, which means what? You're kicking all this money out to everybody else and their mother, which guess what? Brings me back to AJ's friends. Can we do Chicago gangster talk for a second? Let's talk Chicago gangster talk for a second, if you don't mind. Gentlemen start getting in the business and you're disposable, they're going to dispose of you. I do not believe that Anthony Joshua's friends being deceased is an accident. Nor do I believe it is an accident that Anthony Joshua was allowed to live. I don't believe that was an accident. I don't. And if you believe it's an accident, I think you're naive. I don't believe it's an accident. I believe that those were two middlemen that were collecting some money for whatever they were going to use it for. And they said, nope. Where's my money? Give me my money. That's what it seemed like to me. I don't believe Victor Conti's death was like that either. I don't believe Victor Conti just magically got stage 5 pancreatic cancer. I'm telling you right now, I don't believe it. He was a perfectly happy and virulent person at the beginning of 2025. Bro, I just honestly, bro, nobody wants to hear this shit out of you, bro. Okay? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Did you see how Turkey Al-Sheikh tried to get Dana White to make an announcement before the Terrence Crawford Canelo Alvarez fight? Do you remember when they tried to set up Dana White to make an announcement and Dana refused to make the announcement? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that there was a press conference for Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. In the press conference, Turkey Al-Sheikh said that we're going to make a huge announcement today. And he said Dana wants to make this huge announcement. Dana looked at Turkey Al-Sheikh and did not make an announcement. Dana White sat his ass down and did not make any announcement. Do you know why that is? Because Turkey is trying to set up Dana, and Dana's not stupid. Turkey tried to get Dana to commit to some huge investment. And Dana said, no, I'm not doing this. And he looked at him mad. Also, do you know that Dana White is opening his fight card on Paramount Plus without any exorbitant pay? He's starting Zufta Boxing on a small platform in a very small venue, doing the exact opposite of what Turkey Al-Sheikh wants him to do, which in my personal opinion was to join the bandwagon of stealing this guy's money. And guess who's not stupid? Dana White. Dana White is not stupid. Dana White is not going to cross this guy. Because you know why Dana White's not going to cross that guy? Because Ari Emanuel is not stupid. Ari Emanuel, you can say what you want to say about Ari Emanuel. Stupid is not one thing. Because this guy will absolutely positively put Ari Emanuel up underneath something. Ari Emanuel will catch a fucking cold and his head will fall off. Like I'm telling you. That's how smart these guys are. Dana White is smart enough and Ari Emanuel is smart enough not to fuck with that money. Not to fuck, just like Eddie Hearn is smart enough to not fuck with that money. Anymore. Because it could have been Anthony Joshua. Let's be very clear. It could have been Anthony Joshua. That could have been AJ. That could have been AJ in that car. Very easily could have been AJ. Very easily could have been AJ. Do you know what I find very funny though? That Gervonta Davis was involved in a plane crash. Car crashes, plane crashes, arrows in car crashes, multiple car crashes. What's Crawford? Crawford got sense. That's why he retired. No, I mean, serious. Look how many plane crashes and car crashes Gervonta was in. He was in a plane crash and he was in a car crash. Plane crash and a car crash. Errol Spence in 2 different car crashes. Errol was getting in a car crash a week. No, you niggas was out here trying to get Gervonta. Yeah, you were. And you're out here trying to get Errol. And you were out here trying to show that you could touch this guy's favorite fighters. We know what it is. You guys were trying to touch, trying to block, trying to do whatever you could. And you were working with Blue Blood to do it. That's why Blue Blood can drop $1,500 a fucking day to himself. For the messages that you want. Yeah, he got the fuck on and he's smart. And let me tell you, you know why Bud got the fuck out? Because Bud got guns stuck in his fucking face. Let's not forget that Bud got guns stuck in his face. Right after that parade, fancy pants. And Bud fucked up talking shit. Bud talked shit to the wrong guy. Yeah, he did. Or should I say this? Bud talked shit about the wrong woman. And he found out. Let me repeat that. Bud talked shit about the wrong woman. He talked shit about the wrong woman. He talked shit about the wrong woman. That shit'll get guns. The woman he talked shit about, he's lucky that those goddamn things didn't get pulled on him. I'm telling you. The woman he talked shit about, he need to be glad that them bullets didn't get pulled, bro. The Greeks' money. They're stealing the Greeks' money. They are stealing money from the Greeks. That's who they're stealing money from. They were stealing money from the Greeks. And would you like for me to explain how they stole money from the Greeks? I'll explain how they were able to steal money from the Greeks. This is how they were able to steal money from the Greeks. In around 2008 or 2010, somewhere around there, the European Union or the World Bank, I can't remember the name of the organization that put the Greek banks into austerity, which means the Greek banks were not allowed to spend any of their money with the exception of what was approved by administrators, right? So basically, in about 2010, they put basically a conservatorship on an entire country. The Greek banking system. After around 2010, they struck a deal to get the Greek banking system out of austerity. And what did that require? It required them to have oversight over the Greek banks. Once they had ability to know what was going on in the Greek banking system, they then followed the trust that comes from that are contained within that Greek banking system. And they knew who the trust was, and they knew where the money was going. So what did they do? They like dominant Greeks put their bankers in jail for their bullshit. Yeah, that's how they basically, long and short, that's how they got the money. And that's where the trust is. That's where the trust is. That's where the trust is. That's the money. They're stealing it out of the Greek banking system. And what are they doing it for? They're probably doing it to funnel money for militias. Funnel money for militias out of the Greek banking system, because that's what they did. They only let them out of Greek banking system because they were like, oh, they're doing this and that shit with their money that they don't like. Zero. What are the odds of that happening to Tank? Zero. Absolutely none. Zero, zilch, nada, nothing. Zero, zilch, nada, nothing. Let me repeat. Zero, zilch, nada, nothing. What are the odds of that happening to Tank? Zero, zilch, nada, nothing. Nothing. Of one of these guys coming to get Tank? None of them. None. Zero. Zilch. Nothing. Absolutely none is what that is. Absolutely none. He got the same chance as that you niggas got of getting to me. Let me put it this way. He got the same chance of that shit happening to him, of it happening to me. And I promise you it ain't happening to me. So it more than likely ain't never going to happen to him. Because these guys, Tank ran his mouth too much to steal and run. Ran his mouth too much. No, what do you mean? He ran his mouth too much to steal and run? He's just not a thief. Why would Tank steal from somebody that treated him well? Why? It's a small world. I'm telling you, I know who they are. Bro, I know who's got trillions, bro. I know who's got trillions. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, they got 192 billion sitting in there in deposits, bro. And figures included the central bank's balance sheet of over 217 billion pounds in foreign exchange reserves, about 20 billion, includes private sector growth in 2025. Yeah, so they keep a cool 190 billion at all times in their banking system. Yep. Yeah, they got 192 billion dollars in their bank, in cash in their bank. That's cash reserves, 192 billion. Yeah, you can go over there and try to get $1 billion, a $5-10 billion. And by the way, some of these guys got trust funds bigger than that. Lester said, yeah, true. He was talking about 2 Ferraris, was hilarious. Knowing what the money was. Yeah, give me that much money because buy me 2 Ferraris. Buy me 2 Ferraris. So he can own the Ferraris and you have to buy it. Let's also put this way. If he bought him the Ferraris, guess what that means? That means Turkey Al-Sheikh has to be the one to say to spend the money. We're doing conspiracy theory shit today. Please explain how Floyd blew all that scratch. He went into debt. He started taking out loans to buy bigger properties. Somebody convinced him to use other people's money to invest instead of his own money. And he got tricked into taking on a lot of debt by some people that wanted him to go in debt. Floyd is playing a dangerous game, as dangerous as you can get fucking around. I'm telling you, man, these niggas will fly military copters over your head, bro. Man, don't y'all know that these people have been bombing people in the United States since the 1800s? Like, do you know who the Koch brothers are? Like, man, that money is them. And by the way, the Greek banking system's only one bank. Going into debt, spending more money than you have on things you can't afford. If you can't afford and then not caring about his money. You think Dana's going to jail? No. Look, man, they're not going to go to jail. They're just going to sell everybody out. Nah, Dana's going to snitch. I don't think Dana's going to go to jail. Nah, I don't think Dana's going to go to jail. I think Dana's going to snitch. That's what I think. Because there's way too much behind this, man. There's a lot behind this. Like, really, man, like to have Turkey Al-Sheikh, a Saudi Arabian fucking warlord, pop his ass into the United States and start threatening people. I mean, that's mighty fucking bold. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real bold. Real bold. I'm starting to think y'all might have got cut off a while ago. Why in the world would you need Turkey Al-Sheikh? Remember when 50 was trying to make him solid? Then he started listening to his handles. Now, look, he just stopped dealing with Floyd. He stopped dealing with Al Heyman because Al Heyman wasn't willing to steal that money. That's what I think. I think Floyd wants to hit a lick. I think all you little niggas want to hit licks. I think that's what you guys are. You guys are scammers. And you really appreciate and love the scam. You love a good scam. You like to haggle people and think you got over on them in a negotiation. And yeah, you guys like to get over and you think it's fun. And making big money is fun. So you get a high making all that money when you steal that money. But you guys are confusing money and power. Because I'm telling you right now, I've got power. I don't give a fuck about somebody with money. I'm telling you, myself personally, I don't give a shit about a billionaire. They don't make me nervous at all, bro. Billionaires don't make me nervous. There could be a trillionaire. He won't make me nervous. The president don't make me nervous. None of you niggas make me nervous because I know what I got. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I got. I know what I got. So y'all don't make me nervous at all. But you guys get near billionaires and you get near guys with all that money and you guys think, I want to be like him. I want to be like him. Bro, that dude is just a puppet for somebody powerful. Kind of like, you remember The Godfather in A Godfather 2? Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if you guys saw The Godfather 2. Because there was a very interesting a very interesting scene in there. There, where'd I go? Where'd I go? Where'd I go? All right, so there's a scene in The Godfather, right, where they're in Godfather 2, when they are in Cuba, and bro, when they're in Cuba, and in Cuba, they're passing along a gold phone, right? Because it's like the head of AT&T or Ma Bell is in the meeting. You have Michael Corleone, you have Hyman Roth, and a bunch of different businessmen, right? Hyman Roth is the guy that has organized the whole meeting. Hyman Roth is the one that has, like, is the most senior person than everybody in the room. Let me show you what Hyman Roth's house looks like. Let me show you his house. See that little house? That's the house that Hyman Roth lived in. This house is a normal ass, little ass house. And Hyman Roth was probably the second or third person, most powerful man in the world, living in a little ass house like this. A little ass house like this. Not some big ass mansion. And when they passed this gold phone around, he just took the gold phone and handed it over. When they cut the big cake and they were like, and tried to give people cake, he's like, give me a little itty bitty piece of cake. Not too big, smaller, even smaller. So what he was saying was that he was going to take the smallest piece of the cake, right, that everybody else was getting. He was going to take the smallest amount of money than anybody else was going to make. But what he was going to do is he was going to be able to have more power than anybody else. So what I'm saying is Floyd and these guys mistake money for power. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the example. That's what I'm telling you. That's somebody that is looking like this guy right here is one of the most powerful people in the world living in a house like that. Floyd Mayweather Jr., even though I know Hyman Roth is based off a Hyman Rothstein. Hyman Rothstein. Still, they live very, very, very low key. Very, very low key. The people that are doing all the fancy shit, they're the ones that are the fronts. Floyd is flashing all his money. He's a front. But dude, you can't be no front playing around, bro. You know what I mean? You can't be Johnny. What's the name? Johnny. What's the name of the singer? Johnny Fontaine, bro. Johnny Fontaine could be worth $1 billion, bro. If Johnny Fontaine sneezes wrong, Johnny Fontaine's gonna die. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is Donnie Fontaine. Johnny Fontaine. He's Johnny Fontaine. That's who you niggas are. You're Johnny Fontaine. You're the singer that comes to the party and you're singing, you're entertaining, everybody's woo. Meanwhile, you don't run shit. The guy that's running shit is sitting in the back of the house making all the decisions. And you come in there asking him for favors. Oh, Don Blackwell. Don Blackwell. Man, I'm catching a cramp. Don Blackwell. Don Blackwell. Bob Arum won't let me. Bob Arum won't let me. He won't let me headline a card. Bob Arum won't let me headline a card. Please, 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 Don Bob. Please, Don Bob. Can you talk to him and let me headline a card? Can you? You think you can get a word into the Don so that I can headline a card? I mean, I'm the best fighter there is in the world, but they keep talking about Oscar De La Hoya. I need your help. How can I get a fight, Don Bob? How can I get a fight? Yeah, don't worry about it, man. We'll take care of you. We'll take care of you. May make some calls. We'll take care. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we'll take care of them. No worries. Call. What's my guy's name? What's the guy in the Hollywood guy's name? But just call. You know what I mean? I forget what the name of the Black Godfather. What's his name? Man, I forget his name, bro. Call him. We'll get him to set it up. Okay, don't worry about it. We'll move some money over there and get him over to Showtime. Hey, man, don't worry about it, Floyd. If you're getting treated wrong, we can move. We'll get you moved over to Floyd. We'll get you moved over to Showtime. We'll let you headline on Showtime. Don't worry, man. You know, I like your father. Appreciate what you guys are doing. No worries, bro. Yeah. Oh, Clarence Avent. Yeah. Call Clarence and see if tell Clarence to call Showtime. Yeah, dog. That's how you guys get your deals. That's how you get your deals. You call somebody's sister. Do you think he can help me out? Do you think, oh yeah, he likes you? Don't worry about it. We can get it done. Don't worry about it. We'll get it done. Don't worry about anything. And then they go and they try to set up some shit to try to get you what you want, what you get. Come on, man. We know how your networking works, bro. We know how your networking works. You guys want to be the men. You guys want to act like you the money team. You the money team. It ain't your money, Floyd. You called yourself the money team because you got your hands on a bunch of money from them, Floyd. Not you, nigga. You don't have no money. You're Johnny Fontaine, bro. You're Johnny Fontaine. And if Johnny Fontaine starts getting slick with the Don, there's not going to be any more Johnny Fontaine, bro. Okay? Got it? We know what the deal is, Floyd. That's how you got put on. Then you want to switch over to Hyman Roth. You want to leave the Don and you want to go partner with Hyman Roth. Because Hyman Roth can protect me. Hyman Roth can protect me. Hyman Roth can protect me. That's what you're doing, bro. That's why you got this picture on right here. That's why you got this picture on. Hyman Roth can protect me. Hyman Roth can protect me. I'll sell out to Hyman Roth. I'll sell out to Hyman Roth. That's the move. You just got to sell out to Hyman Roth. You sold out to Hyman Roth, bro. After the Don cut you a deal, bro. You know the deal. And now you're running. What? Keyshawn's a hype job. The whole thing is a hype job, bro. Now, I'm serious. That's what I think of Floyd. I know the dudes that helped Floyd get put on. I know the dudes that helped Floyd get put on. No joke. That was a nice hat, though. I'm just saying, it was a nice hat. I'm just saying, bro. Kia crashed out a little bit. But look, let me get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all coming by. Floyd is whack as shit, bro. Gervonta was right about Floyd Mayweather, bro. That's the end of the day for me. I hope you guys, hey, put it one in the chat if you like if you like the live stream today, if you wouldn't mind. God dang, man. They say, have a good rest of the day. Be well, Mr. Blackwell. Thank you, man. Yeah, all right, cool. So I did a good job today. I wasn't overly negative. I will try to do an MH Blackwell later on today after I get done hydrating. I don't know what I was doing. It got my thumb cramping. Not enough water, man. Not enough water. Thank y'all, man. But anyway, I'm up out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. Y'all have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.